Hey guys, welcome back to another installment of whatever it is this movie talk show is supposed to be about. Probably movie talk is fresh in my mind because I've always been looking at AMC movie talk, Collider movie talk, those shows. Um, so, as I did a long time ago, I fell off the wagon and I'm going to again try my best to give some time to giving you some updates and some news and basically read off some news articles. It's a new concept I have in my head. I didn't work out like all the little how I'm going to perfect it. I have the concept and I'm gonna try from today. I'm gonna go on and try to push out one or two little videos a week. Nothing too complicated that the editing is going to like bog me down and it becomes tedious. Just something, when I think there's some new big news article, I'll look through the trades and we'll probably discuss it in the comments and you know just chat about it for a little bit. So one of the first things today that prompted me to film this video was there was an article on the Direct, and I'll post it here now and I'll run through it with you. She-Hulk gets review bombed on IMDb ahead of Disney Plus premiere. And I think that I just don't understand. Like, you haven't seen the movie yet. Like, what do you have against one, a MCU series, two, a MCU comedy series, and which is the most glaring point, a female-led MCU series. And we just had Miss Marvel, and we saw how funny yet serious and world building it was. So with all the talks surrounding She-Hulk and how many cameos and post-credit scenes it's going to have, I don't see why anybody would want to review bomb it. But let's just give you a quick idea of what the article says. Disney has been suffering from review bombing as of late, with many of its biggest releases facing a bombardment of negative reactions. In the last year alone, Eternals, Moon Knight, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Lightyear, and Miss Marvel have all suffered this unfortunate fate, some before release and others afterward, for divisive content or representation. Eternals received hatred for featuring an LGBTQIA plus relationship. Moon Knight was bombed for its inclusion of alleged propaganda. Miss Marvel was widely framed as childish and woke. Only Thor, Love and Thunder, and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness have appeared to escape the review bombing trend out of the MCU's 2022 releases. Now, She-Hulk Attorney at Law is preparing to premiere on Disney Plus, and the early reactions from critics have proven to be extremely positive. But under a day away from the first episode, the MCU legal comedy has suffered from the unfortunate review bombing trends of its predecessors. And looking at the IMDb users, you can see out of 116 of the reviewers, there's a 10 out of 10 rating, and then there's 108 with a 1 out of 10 rating, which makes no sense. We could go further on the rating by demographic. All ages 4.2. But the funny thing is, for the men, for all ages, we have 3.3. Under 18 is 10. And you can see the figures here. For 18 to 29, it's 19. 30 to 44, it's 27. And 45 plus is 13. So, I don't know what the review bombing thing is all about. I really don't understand it, especially quality that we've been getting from the MCU when it comes to their shows. I mean, all their shows aren't for everyone, but I'll read a couple of the reviews here for you now. This is the exact headline in Entertainment Weekly's article about how sex positive the show is. Disney, have you forgotten who your target market is? How many billions of dollars would you have not made off of families if the Avengers were sexing it up? I don't know. That sounds like someone who just saw the trailer where She-Hulk was on a date. That's what that sounds like. Another one says, please don't give negative reviews if it is not released yet. I'm giving 10 stars to counter negative reviews of 163 people without even watching the shows yet to be released. I'll change my ratings after viewing. But this is a prime example that someone who has not seen the show actually gave it a rating out of 10. So it proves the point that you don't even need to see the show to go on IMDb and leave a rating. So, I just don't think it makes sense. I think you should give the shows and the movies their just due attention when it comes to go and see the movie. If not, you don't need to go on IMDb and create a profile just to post a fake review or review bomb. It makes no sense. Another article that I saw on CBR, the Goonies star Corey Feldman thinks a remake would ruin everything. You know what, Corey Feldman? You're damn right. The former 80s teen heartthrob and star of the Goonies, Corey Feldman, explains why a remake of the classic 1985 adventure movie would destroy its legacy. Apparently, with no sequel, well, this is the last paragraph in the article, which just shows that there is no remake happening. But it's just something that caught my eye. So, and I hate when people try to like interfere with like these classics that we grew up with. That if you re-release them in cinema now, yeah, give it its upgrade, push it out in 4K. I'm sure there are parents who would take their children now or their grandchildren to see the Goonies, fully well knowing what they're going to get into, and they're going to enjoy it. Similar to how they're releasing Avatar before Avatar 2. I mean, it's that easy. So the last paragraph in the article says, with no sequel or remake plans officially announced, the legacy of the Goonies will play a major role in a new television reenactment series called Our Time. The upcoming drama series follows a teacher who helps the students reenact the original Goonies film shot for shot. Our Time is currently in development for Disney Plus and will be produced by the Donners Company and Amblin Entertainment. I like that idea. And one of the reasons I like that idea is because a couple of months ago I finished the Mighty Ducks, the new series that they have. There's one season, but it's very funny. It's very nostalgic. Coach Gordon Bombay actually comes back into the fold, and there was just so much nostalgia, but yet it was updated with like the talk of social media, everything. I mean, it was just updated. It felt like 2022. Felt like something that was possible to happen, and the series felt natural. It didn't feel forced. Gordon Bombay, obviously, they portrayed his character as in he didn't want to do it, and it felt natural. It felt like Gordon Bombay from the original Mighty Ducks. The other two things that caught my attention is Top Gun Maverick home digital and Blu-ray release dates announced, and they're coming out on the August 23rd. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what happened, why we didn't go to the theater to see Top Gun Maverick, and it's been out so long, and that's just a lapse on my part. But I'm looking forward to it. Strangely enough, it's been out 5 or 6 weeks, and the last week it was actually number 2 at the box office. I mean, it's been a slow period when it comes to blockbusters and releases, but for that to still be running number 2, that's a big feat. So I'm looking forward to checking that out on digital next week. The last article that I'll probably give you my thoughts on, not probably, I'm giving you my thoughts on it. Batgirl composer had spent a year working on the music before the movie was axed. And you know what? I was never for a Batgirl movie. I really didn't like the look of the costume. Yeah, we just got like little behind the scenes images and stills. I don't recall ever seeing any real behind the scenes videos, but I really wasn't into the whole Batgirl scene. The Batgirl scene of the movie, the Batgirl movie scene, I should say. But the thing is, everyone who worked on this movie, they got paid. The composer who worked on the music for a year, he got paid. So obviously was a big problem with it. And you know what? If the new Warner Brothers Discovery execs. If they didn't believe in the movie, then so be it. Um, and I see they're starting this whole release the Batgirl um, trend. That's similar to how we had the release the Snyder Cut for Justice League. I think that makes no sense because what the company explained is that if they shelve the movie and it never sees the light of day, they could do like their taxes and get back like $20 million, and the movie cost 70 million or 70 or 90 million, and they'll make a loss on it. Yeah, I understand that, but if they don't believe in the movie and it's not the way forward for the DC universe, then you know what, to hell with it. Leave it on a shelf. Do whatever you have to do. Get your tax return, um, and get back your $20 million that you're sure that you're going to get, rather than releasing Batgirl, who could probably destroy your future plans for the DC universe or complicate it. And if the movie, from the first reactions for test screenings, they said it wasn't all that. Granted, some people said the first test screenings for Black Adam wasn't all that. Then I really see the time that it took for Black Adam from the first test screenings. They had so much time to change stuff, and with a big star as Dwayne the Rock Johnson, he like, you're sure to make back your money. And if it is that they could do a couple of reshoots now and work things out in Black Adam, where we could move forward and expand the DC universe, then all well and good. That's a great starting point of Black Adam. But to say Batgirl could do that, I don't think so. So, you know what? The composer was paid for it. I'm 100% sure about that. Everyone was paid who worked on the movie. So, I really see the big deal in it. And with the whole release the Batgirl movement, like, just give it a rest. So that's it there for today. So as I said, I'm going to try to do this as often as possible. I'm going to try to keep up with it 2 or 3 times a week. Nothing too long. This video it's nearing probably like about 10 minutes, maybe a little more. And we'll try to push this out on short videos, and then I'll break those videos into smaller videos, like each topic, like how I did the She-Hulk, the Goonies, and those other stuff. I'll try to do that also, so you won't have to like scroll through an entire video to find a topic. I'll post those with the relevant thumbnails and whatever. And keep in mind that making thumbnails, that also takes time. So I'm going to try to keep the videos short, run through it as quickly as I can, just give you my initial thoughts. Along with that, I'll also try to figure out how to do first reactions. So like when trailers come up, I really wanted to do a Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer reaction, because that thing was emotional. I probably watched that over 100 times within the first 3 days of it being released. So look forward to stuff like that. Don't hold me to it, but I'm going to try my best and try to keep up with it. As fast as I see articles, I'll tag it. If you all see anything, you all could go on the Facebook page, even though I'm pushing out a lot of photography stuff right now. You can go on the Facebook page or on the Instagram, which is still Training Point of View, and you can leave stuff there. You can send messages, you can leave stuff in the comments of this video. Leave your thoughts on what you think about the Goonies series, She-Hulk getting review bomb, Top Gun Maverick, stuff like that. And if you want to see anything in the future, just send me a message and we could probably see how quick we get those videos out. So I look forward to probably pushing out a video in a couple of days again, and I hope you're there for it.